Welcome everyone to the 2025 World Police and Fire Games closing ceremony, and it's Australia Day here in the village. I'm your Master of Ceremonies, Ewan DeRiggs, and what an 11 days it has been here in Birmingham. Has everyone had a good time? Let's hear it. Everybody had a good time? Good. Over 8,700 first responders competing in over 65 sports over 11 days. It has just been amazing. We kicked this thing off with a wonderful opening ceremony. We've had nightly fun and entertainment here in Athletes Village. It's been a great, great time. We recognized our fallen with a moving memorial, and it's been an electric vibe all week long. And now it's time to say goodbye and pass the World Police and Fire Games flag to Perth, Australia for the 2027 site of the World Police and Fire Games. It's going to be a great, great time. Please welcome the Honor Guard from Birmingham Fire and Rescue, who will present the colors. If we could have one more big round of applause for the Birmingham Fire and Rescue Honor Guard. Now saying our invocation, it is my pleasure to introduce the Senior Vice President of the 2025 World Police and Fire Games of Birmingham Host Committee, Mrs. Kathy Boswell.
It is my humble honor to give the invocation today to close out the 21st edition of the World Police and Fire Games here in Birmingham, Alabama. I prayed and asked for guidance on how to give the invocation in a very intentional and meaningful way. So before I pray, I would like to share a poem with you that I cherish. It's a poem that always reminds me to live intentionally, but most important, to value the moments and the memories that we create in life. The poem is called The Dash by Linda Ellis. It reads, I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that the first came the date of birth and spoke of the following date with tears. But what he said mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time they spent alive on earth, and now only those who loved him know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and how we love and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. To be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we've never loved them before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash may only last for a little while. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things that they say about how you lived your dash? Each of our lives holds a dash that sit between the beginning and the end of our lives. For some, like those recognized in our memorial ceremony last Sunday, such as Deputy County Brad Johnson and many others, there is a beginning and an ending date on each side of that dash. But for us, you and I, and thousands who have traveled home and en route, our dash now holds the memory and special moments of these games. Some of those memories include receiving a medal, cheering a friend, cheering a complete stranger. Some memories include seeing old friends that you only see during these games, making a new friend, and even memories of competing in the games for the first time. For some, the memory holds selfishly serving as a volunteer, seeing it all come together at the end of all of the years of planning, and some may even hold the memory of a new injury. But hopefully every memory holds everyone giving their best. So let us give thanks for those memories. Bow your heads with me in prayer. To our almighty Creator, in your word it says, for in you we live, move, and have our being. So we thank you for this day, for your loving kindness in giving us life. We thank you for allowing the 21st edition of the World Police and Fire Games to be hosted here in Birmingham. We thank you for keeping the participants in this community safe during the event. We thank you for the people who had the opportunity to come and participate. For those who served in any way, the volunteers, sports managers, coordinators, and behind-the-scene media and marketing, in the wings, including the EMA team, the medical team, and officers who served tirelessly to cover shifts, and to the strangers who served one another in some expected way. We thank you for their hearts to serve. Above all, God, we thank you for providing for us this event in every way. Now, where also we have failed, we ask for your forgiveness because we acknowledge there were moments when we probably were not in our best and reflected you, but we humbly ask for your forgiveness. Now as we part, may you grant us traveling mercies and grace. Go ahead of the Perth team in their planning, grant them wisdom and guidance throughout the planning, and above all, protect every single one of those men and women who serve as they go back to protect us. Keep them, Lord, and most of all, let us lead with a greater commitment to love one another. In this I pray, amen.
Very beautiful words, Kathy. One more round of applause for Kathy with those beautiful words. How will you live your dash? That's what I took away from that. How will you live your dash? Very, very strong words, Kathy. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2025 World Police and Fire Games Board Chair, Mr. John Oros.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am John Oros, past president of the Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau and chairman of the 2025 World Police and Fire Games. On behalf of the 51,000 residents of Birmingham and Jefferson County employed in the tourism and hospitality industry, the 675 first responder athletes who participated in the games from Birmingham, Jefferson County, and all reaches of the great state of Alabama, it has been a tremendous honor to host you the past 11 days. We all know our first responder athletes are heroes and servants to the citizens of your respective countries. However, in a larger sense, these games are not just about winning or losing athletic competitions. Spirited competition is transformational. Every one of you is part of a special group who share a common connection because of your essential, vital roles as first responders. These games are a testament to the unifying power of sport. And as many of you have discovered during the past 11 days, the power of spirited, friendly competition between individuals from many countries creates a connection that unites you in other ways, in a very special way, that you will always remember. That connection has the power to change hearts, change minds, and change attitudes. and can form an unbreakable bond between brothers and sisters of different nationalities that few individuals in the world can ever experience. That is the power of competitive sport. We hope that you have enjoyed yourselves the past 10 days. We hope that you have enjoyed our unique Birmingham and Alabama brand of Southern hospitality. We know many of you visited our one-of-a-kind unique attractions, dined at our award-winning restaurants, stayed in our hotels, and there's a rumor going around that many of you exhibited a unique training regimen to get in shape for the games in some of our unique eating and drinking establishments. I'd like to give a shout out to Team Wales. Where's Team Wales? Is Team Wales here? Who went to the Paramount restaurant for a pre-games strategy session. After imbibing, maybe over-imbibing, on many of our locally brewed craft beverages, Team Wales serenaded and endeared themselves to all of the customers that were in the Paramount. Those are my kind of people. We hope you have enjoyed our hospitality as much as we have enjoyed having you here. We appreciate the Federation leadership's confidence in us to host a successful event. It has been our greatest pleasure hosting all of you. In closing, Winston Churchill once said, "Courage is the ultimate virtue, for upon it so many others depend." All of you here exemplify Churchill's great truth about the importance of courage because of the sacred and noble work you perform every day in the service of your fellow citizens. We will never forget the last 11 days you spent with us. And on behalf of the grateful citizens of Birmingham, the state of Alabama, and our Alabama first responders, thank you for being with us. Come back and visit. And may God bless you and keep you safe every day in the performance of your daily responsibilities to safeguard and protect your fellow citizens. Thank you. Let's take a quick recap, video look at the past 11 days.
must have been fun to watch. It is now my pleasure to introduce Birmingham Mayor Woodfin.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. What an honor it is to have you all here in Birmingham, Alabama. As stated, my name is Randall Woodfin, and I serve as mayor of the city of Birmingham. And that dodgeball, that last hit was from my police chief, Michael Pickett. So shout out to Birmingham Police Department. A major shout out to Corey Moore, who leads the Birmingham Fire and Rescue Service as well. The city of Birmingham, it has been our true honor to host the Royal Police and Fire Games this last few days here in our city, with 8,700 plus spectators, with visitors, guests, family members, and friends, 67 plus sports. We truly hope you all have embraced and fallen in love with the city of Birmingham. My job tonight is simple. Beyond passing it to the next city for the games, I want to take the time to express my sincere appreciation and thank you to so many people who made this such a success and possible. I start with your own family members and your friends and your guests who arrived with you to the United States here in Birmingham. From around the world, every day we get up, we pray for our first responders. We push you out of our homes and tell you to go protect us, keep us safe, watch over us, watch over our communities, watch over our cities. This week we got a chance to pause and be a cheerleader for you beyond just praying for your safety. But at a competitive level, watch you compete for some amazing sports and do your best, not just representing yourself, but representing your police department or your fire department, and not just representing your police department and your fire department, but representing your city. For that, we genuinely say thank you. We say thank you for shopping at our grocery stores and buying all the beer in the world. We say thank you for going to all of our restaurants, staying at all of our hotels, spending all of your money. I hope you got a little bit left to catch your flight home, but we thank you so much. We also say thank you for visiting Birmingham beyond the games. Again, falling in love with Birmingham. The last thing I'll say is this: to every vendor, to every volunteer, to every spectator, to everyone here championing and supporting these games and these fierce competitors and athletes and police officers and firefighters, the men and women, we thank you for your hard work. We thank you for your preparation over the last few years. We thank you for getting us to this point of the closing ceremonies. And just a few names to say. A special thank you to Madison Pond, Dr. Maria Scott, Crystal Ash, Katie Harris, and my favorite, Kathy Boswell. In closing, have fun tonight. Thank you for showing Birmingham love. We hope we showed you the Southern hospitality you deserve, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
One more big round of applause for all of our volunteers who have helped out this week. Anyone that you've seen in those lime green shirts, and I mean that. Let's give them a big round of applause. These games would not be possible without the help of our volunteers, so thank you to all of our volunteers. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Jefferson County Commissioner, Mr. Joe Knight.
I concur with all the accolades given to the people who put this together. The volunteers especially, we just could not do it without you. On behalf of my fellow commissioners, employees, and staff at Jefferson County, we're proud to have played a part in the production of the 2025 World Police and Fire Games in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham is honored to host the athletes, the teams, families, and fans who have come here to compete in a sport that you love in order to test your skills, your endurance, and your abilities. From the outset, we have bid each of you the best of luck in your endeavors and hope you are successful in accomplishing your goals. Our mission has been for us to provide you with accommodation, transportation, and facilities in order for you to be able to compete. We trust that we have fulfilled those words of honor and promises to you. We hope you have enjoyed your stay and have been met with kindness and hospitality along the way. For our first responders, I would like to take a moment to mention what it is that you do every single day throughout the year. Whether responding to a fire or medical emergency, housing the dangerous, or putting your life on the line to keep us safe, we are all forever grateful. On a daily basis, you have the ability to accelerate your mind and your body from 0 to 100 miles an hour in an instant when that call comes. You see crime, cruelty, and other things that most people do not see. You see the ravaging effects of drugs on our neighborhoods and communities. You see death and sometimes the tragedy of bad things when they happen to innocent people. You have to deal with homelessness and mentally ill. You enter burning buildings and save lives and go boldly into situations where ambush is always a possibility. And in that light, no matter how you fared in your event at these games in the last 10 days, I want you to know that each and every one of you are winners in our eyes for what you do. Again, thank you for being here. We wish you safe travels going home. And when you get home, put in a good word for Birmingham, Alabama. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Joe Knight. It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce the President of the World Police and Fire Games Federation, Mr. Jim King.
Thank you, Ewan. Wow, what an honor to be here before you. I must tell you that it's a bittersweet moment. We're coming to the close of another edition of our great games. I can remember when I was the director of sports in 2001, the very minute our games ended. I know where I was. I was with my best friend and partner, my wife Wendy. We were in our convention center and we were both crying and we were saying, now what? She worked 10 years on that effort. A lot of the folks here in Birmingham, I'm sure, are feeling those same sentiments. Now we're very happy. It's been a great games, but the bittersweet part is that it's coming to a close. So we're not going to see our friends for another 20 months. 20 months, it's not 2 years. So that time is coming. I would like to acknowledge our athletes, World Police and Fire Games athletes. Let's hear you. I said this in the opening, and I will say it every day. You athletes are the best, the bravest, and finest that public safety has to offer. You are, Absolutely. And we thank you. Now, athletes, I'm going to ask you to join me in thanking our host, Birmingham. Let's hear it for Birmingham. Birmingham has lived up to its billing. Very friendly city, filled with magic and Southern hospitality. Hopefully you folks are going home and you can say that exact same thing. We appreciate that. I certainly acknowledge Mayor Woodfin, the entire staff, DJ, and all the host committee, Mr. Oros, all the folks here for doing just such a really, really good job. We've had some spectacular moments, and hopefully those will be great memories for you. But I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the 20 people in red shirts right here, the World Police and Fire Games Federation directors who get to do this as well. What a great team. There's one other thing that we are going to do here today, and that's called the passing of the flag. And this ceremony was created many years ago by one of our former directors, Bob Burke, who has since passed. And I know Bob is somewhere up there in heaven looking down. He's got a great smile on his face. He's saying, great job, team. Wonderful job, Birmingham. And now we're going to pass the flag to our next host. Perth, Western Australia, Australia. Let's hear it for these folks. Once we hand them the flag, they are officially on the clock. And I can tell you, in our dealings with them, they are absolutely up to the task. And so we're looking forward to seeing all of you folks in 20 months in Perth, Western Australia. Birmingham, everyone, thank you. It was great being here. Safe travels. God bless.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2027 Perth contingent who are with me on stage. Firstly, the Deputy Commissioner of the Western Australia Police Force, Mrs. Kylie Whiteley. The Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Craig Waters. The Assistant Commissioner of the Department of Justice, Jody Miller. And the Chief Community Officer of St. John Ambulance, Darren Webb. It is now time. The President of the World Police and Fire Games Federation, Jim King, will now pass the flag to the 2027 Perth delegation. You are officially on the clock. It is now my pleasure to introduce Kylie Whiteley, the Deputy Commissioner of the Western Australia Police Force. Kylie.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start off with, first of all, acknowledging the City of Birmingham, the Birmingham region, the state of Alabama, and fellow first responders, athletes, sponsors, volunteers, family and friends. What an honour it is to represent our home city of Perth, Western Australia, and to officially invite you all to join us down under for the next World Police and Fire Games in March 2027. Thank you to the incredible team who have hosted the Games over the past 10 days, and to the people of Birmingham, Alabama, who have made us feel so welcome. You've set a high benchmark, but we are ready for the challenges and we are excited to deliver another unforgettable event in Perth. Now, I've been told we are in the deep south, but if you really want to go south, you can't get much further than Perth. Let me tell you a little bit about our part of the world. Western Australia is huge. It spans over 2.5 million square kilometres, or close to 1 million square miles. That's about 1/3 the size of the United States and 4 times bigger than Texas. It is the largest policing and emergency services jurisdiction in the world. A place where our first responders stand shoulder to shoulder every day across vast and varied terrain. Perth, our capital city, is where the 2027 Games will be held. We are an active, friendly community. Sport is a way of life in Perth, and our facilities are world class. We are lucky also to have nature on our doorstep, and we plan to make the most of it. Once you experience the sunset over the Indian Ocean, you'll understand our love affair with the coast. March in Perth means warm days, cooler nights, perfect conditions for peak performance and post-match recovery. We've got championship golf courses, and our athletic stadium is known for producing fast times, so we are hoping to see some personal bests. Scarborough Beach will be buzzing with beach volleyball, basketball, paddling and open water swimming. Hillary's Boat Harbour will host angling and triathlon. Our Langley Park, which is right on the Swan River, will come alive for our Super Sunday celebration packed with action and events. Kings Park is one of the largest inner city parks in the world. Will be the stage for cycling, road races and tennis. And just a short ferry ride across our waters is Rottnest Island, home to our unique self-loving quokkas, described as the cutest and happiest looking animals on the planet. If you're not sure what they are, you can ask Chris Hemsworth. I know I sound like a tour guide, but I'm proud of where we come from and why it's a must visit. Our 2027 theme, as you may have seen, is Adventure Awaits, and hopefully you've already had a taste of that this week. You might have picked up some of our exclusive Perth sunglasses, bucket hats or water bottles that my colleagues are going to show you. Maybe you have tried our VR goggles, took a virtual selfie with a kangaroo or dared to try the Vegemite cam. Tonight, join us in the Athletes Village to celebrate and be celebrated with kangaroo suit races and thong tossing and a game of backyard cricket. And yes, for our American colleagues, we call flip-flops thongs. We're expecting more than 8,000 participants from 70 countries competing in more than 60 sports across the 10 days. To stay in the loop, subscribe to our website to receive updates directly in your inbox, and follow up on the Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn to join the excitement of the Perth 2027 online community in the lead up. Thank you again to the organisers of the 2025 Games for hosting us here in Birmingham, and thank you to our Perth 2027 team from Perth for your passion and their efforts all week. And to you, the athletes and family and friends, in the spirit of service, the spirit of sport and the spirit of adventure, I invite and welcome you to the 2027 World Police Fire Games in Perth, Western Australia. And I'll leave you with a video of what you've got to look forward to. Thank you.
of 2027, I don't know what will. But wait. I've just received word that we have another special guest from Australia. Now, I think our special guest has a little word for me here. Our kangaroo friend just told me she's missing her Joey. So we're going to need everyone to look around, and whoever finds the Joey will find the prize. Okay, so our kangaroo is missing her Joey. If anybody knows what a Joey is, we're missing the Joey. So we need everybody to start looking around. It's somewhere out here. This is the interactive part, everybody. So I need everybody to look for the Joey. Did you find the Joey already? How is that possible? Come on up here. Come on up here since you found the Joey. Somebody told him. Somebody told him. Come up on stage and bring that Joey back to her mama. And for that, you have just won a $150 voucher for 2027 Perth merchandise. Congratulations. But don't worry. If you missed out on a prize, don't worry at all. We've got more up for grabs. Let's keep the energy going with some 2027 Perth merch flying into the crowd. Now, open your social media. Find the 2027 Perth World Police and Fire Games page. Click follow and share the latest highlight reel for a prize. Once you completed that, hold your phone up, show a member of the 2027 Perth team, and they'll come give you a prize, or you can stop by their booth and get yourself a prize. So, if you shared the 2027 Perth, their latest reel, we've got some t-shirts coming into the crowd. We've got a few things coming into the crowd. So once again, if you share that 2027 Perth reel on Instagram, show someone at the World Games, at the 2027 Perth World Games booth. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. Now that is a nice cannon right there. I need to get one of those. Those are some good shots. Clear. Nice one. Oh, that's going. That's got some distance. Don't forget, go on to the 2027 Perth. Oh, that's another nice one. Oh, that's going far. How far can we get these? How far can we get these shirts? Launch. Nice one. Nice one. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us at the 2025 Birmingham World Police and Fire Games. It's been an incredible celebration of courage, camaraderie, and competition. A huge thank you to our athletes, our sponsors, volunteers, organizers, and supporters. You've all made this event truly special. That wraps up our formalities for tonight. Please enjoy the food and the drinks we have available, and we hope you have a great time with the Perth team at the Green and Gold Night here in the celebration in the Athletes Village. We can't wait for you to come to Perth in 2027. My name is Hugh Riggs. I've had an awesome week with you all. Really appreciate all the sports that we've had here. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.